So, Senator Paul, President Trump, someone you've butted heads with in the past, but you were tweeting earlier that you congratulated him on this option. What are your opinions on this nominee?
I think this is going to be a great nominee. Gorsuch is somebody who believes in the original Constitution as written, the intent of our founders, the actual text of the document, and I think he's going to be great on the Supreme Court. One of the good things is that he was mainstream enough that he was passed unanimously for the appellate court, and our hope is that the other party, the Democrats, will say, you know what, we already voted one time unanimously for him, why not do it again?
And I talked with your colleague in the Senate, Senator Mitch McConnell, saying that he wants to get someone in there. This judge will be confirmed. We're hearing talk of a nuclear option. What are you hearing about that, and what's the likelihood of that happening?
I don't think anybody knows at this point. I think we'll go through the normal procedure and we'll see how Democrats respond. I would think that they would be favorable to his nomination since they voted unanimously the last time for him, but people sort of have some hurt feelings over the election, so everybody's not acting completely rational around here. But our hope is that Democrats will look at this and say, well, you know, he's a reasonable guy. He may not be who we would have picked, but he's a reasonable, mainstream, conservative, and we voted for him unanimously last time. So I'm hoping cooler heads will prevail when his vote finally comes up.
And what are you looking at going ahead, the battle going forward, like you're saying, with Democrats, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell trying to get maybe 8 Democrats on board before going for that nuclear option? That's moving down to the 51 vote threshold rather than the 60. Right. What are you hearing from other Democrats you're talking with today?
I think it is yet to be determined. You know, on a lot of the committees, we're having hearings for not Supreme Court, but just regular cabinet nominees, which historically have gone through pretty easily, and we're having a great deal of struggle. Democrats are saying they're not going to show up for committee. They're not voting for anyone, no matter who it is. We have some saying, oh, they won't vote for any Supreme Court justice, no matter who it is. And I think that's just sort of an unhappiness about losing the election. But I do know that when President Obama was elected, that many of his appointees went through overwhelmingly. I voted for some of his appointees. And so I think ultimately people just have to get a little farther away from the election and start talking about how we move the country forward. And we really can't have the country moving forward if we are at such loggerheads that nobody's even willing to talk to each other.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing what happens next. Thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you.